Okay, so the next thing you need to work on is saving up. So saving up for that down payment, saving up for closing costs, saving up for any renovations or anything that may come up that you want to work on. There's other expenses that come up when buying a house than just saving up for the down payment. I highly, highly recommend to my clients, if you're gonna be in that closer time, maybe a year or 2 years, is opening up a high yield savings account and putting the money towards your home buying expenses in there. The reason why is because a high yield savings account is going to be easy to access. It has no fees for pulling out and has a higher interest rate. So your basic savings account that you have at your bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, you're not getting anything in savings there. So please, please, please put your money in a high yield savings account. The other thing is it's liquid. You can grab it at any time. Say, in the next year or two while you're working on this home buying process, something huge happens and you need to access your money. You can get it from there if you really need to. If you have your money in a CD or a mutual fund, or even you want to pull from some other type of investment, typically there is some kind of a fee for withdrawing early or whatnot. So this totally opens that up. So I highly, highly recommend that for any of my clients. Also anybody really, get a high yield savings account for anything. Like if you want to save up for your vacation, a wedding, whatever it is, put your money in there. Another thing that I highly recommend to all my clients, if you don't have at least 3 months of an emergency fund, you're not ready to buy a house. You never, ever know what's going to happen. In general, everybody should have at least 3 months set aside in an emergency fund. 3 months of all of your expenses. Say you lose your job. Say something crazy happens and you can't work. No income's coming in to pay all those bills. Have an emergency fund set aside that you do not touch ever, only for emergencies, so that you can pay those bills. What if you buy a home and then something happens with your job, something happens to you, you get injured, like I said, you can't work? Then you have your emergency fund that'll continue to pay your mortgage, continue to pay all those bills. You're really not ready to buy unless you have a good savings. I'm gonna keep posting tips on the home buying and home selling process, so please go ahead and follow and like if you want to see some more.